Hello everybody, welcome to Afternoon Drinks. We have a special guest today. She's going to join me, be a pirate princess. So, let's see. My drink today is Kansas City Authentic Sarsaparilla. Quite delicious. The bottle is like 3 times a normal soda, so I've been keeping it in the fridge. So it's gone a little flat. Still delicious. Hey, Katie's here. Hi, Katie. And let's see, today we're continuing from the Dream World Collective. So, when we left off, Sushi was painting in the wee hours of the night. Alex sighed as he unlocked the front door of Cafe Now and ground his eyeballs into his skull. 4:45 in the morning, again. He turned on the CD player. As usual, the album they were making trendy that week was sophisticated but not snobby, calculatedly unusual, just accessible enough to let everyone feel like they were part of the elite that understood this sort of thing. Macchiato music. He went through the opening routine like a golem, not automatic like a robot, not dumb and clumsy like a zombie, just methodical, unstoppable, driven by the line of words in his head. How would you like to be the new GM? Over and over he heard Steve, the guy from corporate. He'd ask blandly with a smile like he was doing Alex some sort of favor. How would you like to be the new GM? Up at ungodly hours every day and night, responsible for everything in the store, direct liaison with corporate. Alex fired up the espresso machine and brewed himself a double shot, swallowed it in one scalding, bitter gulp and made a face. Screw coffee. He didn't even like coffee. Bitter liquid energy, nothing more. How would you like to be the new GM? He began assembling product. Muffins and scones, cups and lids, trendy CDs, coffee journals, coffee mints, coffee bars for the coffeeholic on the go, flavored coffee stir sticks. It would be a very secure job, great benefits, big bonuses if he could keep the store running well, which he could. Minimum 1-year commitment, of course, after all the special training they'd give him, but in this economy that's practically a benefit, Steve had pointed out, like a salesman. Right, job security. After all, who needs a life when you've got money, health insurance, and career potential? He wondered how many people had started their careers accidentally, like this, meaning to do something great and then tripping over a great benefits package. He opened the refrigerator for some soy milk and paused at the sight of an untidy little cling-wrapped bundle of muffins and squash. He laughed softly as he lifted the note beside the bundle, written in his friend Summer's rebellious scrawl. Dear Alex, please, please, please don't move these. These squashes are from Mrs. Gapteen's garden, totally organic, homegrown deliciousness, and the muffins are her secret 12-grain recipe. Our customers will eat them up. Here, there was a tiny sketch of a monster chomping muffins. I know it's technically against the rules, but you know they'll catch on and make us money, and you'll be the best person ever in the world. Peace and sparkles, Summer. He laughed again, somewhat despairingly, ran a hand through his soft brown hair and sighed. All this, and then there was the problem of Summer. The cool morning air swirled around Summer as she knelt in the dirt, releasing handfuls of bait shop earthworms into the wild. Maddie, a little girl in green overalls, helped enthusiastically. Maddie's older brother, Simon, watched with the solemn caution of a bookish 7-year-old. Fly, little worms, cried Summer. I mean, burrow, let the earth be enriched by your castings. Enjoy our yummy dirt. Avoid the early birds. Don't get eaten, worms, Maddie shouted at them through cupped hands. Don't get eaten, worms. They were in a vacant lot in downtown Thornfield, Minnesota, surrounded by the relatively short, friendly office buildings that marked the town's skyline, such as it was, against a background of beautiful gray clouds. Katie knows what I'm talking about. Curvy paths made of broken bricks wove through invitingly untidy explosions of plant matter. Herbs, flowers, and vegetables were mingled together with an artful sort of carelessness. In one corner, some enterprising children had built flower beds out of old rocks, and in one case, a fence of half-buried bottles. No sarsaparilla for you. You can have a sword, though. Remember, soda is bad for kids. Give them swords instead. Yikes. A handmade sign read, Elves and Mushrooms Community Garden. They had let little Ellie Gutierrez name the garden because it was her birthday when they made the sign. Hey there, kids, called an old man's voice. Morning, Mr. Jack, Summer called back, then turned around. Mr. Jack was a skinny old man with a face the color and texture of old leather, a cap, a cane, and suspenders. Hi, Mr. Jack, shouted Maddie. Simon waved silently, his big eyes fastened on the old man. We got worms! The little girl waved a handful to demonstrate. A couple of worms fell onto Summer's dreadlocked blonde hair. Summer laughed and began fishing them out. Oh my, exclaimed Mr. Jack, very impressed. What are they for? Earthworms are important for the ecosystem, explained Simon seriously. They can add nutrients and help plants grow better, and their tunnels help break up the dirt. That's what my book said. Summer nodded. It's true, he was showing me yesterday. We decided we'd better add some earthworms to our garden. Grow, flowers, grow, grow, chanted Maddie, running in circles among the plants. The winter squashes are getting ripe if you want any, Summer offered. I suppose I could use a couple, said Mr. Jack. My Martha makes the most delicious vegetable soup you ever had. Soon Mr. Jack had moved on. Maddie was hopping down the path like a frog, and Simon had settled himself under a little lemon tree with his bug book. Summer gave a contented sigh. Her pocket buzzed. She rolled her eyes and flipped open her phone. Blast! She turned to Simon. Simon, do you know where your mom is? She was going to visit Mrs. Martinez, I think. Let's go find her, okay? I need to be at work in 15 minutes. Okay. He folded up his book and climbed out from under the tree. Maddie, we have to go find Mommy, okay? I want to look at the bugs. Bugs. You can do that later. We have to go. She grabbed Maddie's grubby hand, which tried to pull away. Now, she added, more harshly than she'd meant to. Maddie started wailing. Summer sighed and towed the bawling girl along the path as Simon trundled behind them, reading as he walked. Summer rummaged frantically in her backpack and wrestled her regulation coffee shop visor over and around her tumultuous hair, one-handed. Do you have a job yet, Simon? She asked. I'm 7. Lucky, muttered Summer. Sushi's alarm clock rang at 7:50. She'd slept 78 minutes. She swore. She rolled over, fumbled around for the clock, then realized she'd put it across the room before bed so she couldn't snooze it, because this was 10 minutes before she had to be at work. She got up, pulled on some clothes, brushed her hair, grabbed a cookie, and ran out the door, still buttoning up her shirt with the cookie clamped between her lips. A short, brisk walk later, she was in the office. As she reached her half cubicle, Rose, the other intern, brushed past her with a smirk and a self-important flip of her perfect hair. Rose's desk was empty. You're late, Maria, said the boss by way of greeting. Bite me. Sushi held back her temper with some effort and instead added, Did you get the new design? The boss sighed. Yeah, about that. What? She couldn't stop a swirl of swearing from running through her head. Look, it's just not working. The clients decided to go in a different direction. Again? Warning look from the boss. She was too tired to care. I'm putting Rose in charge of the project. You'll be answering to her from here out. Wait, but she's just... It started to fall together. The empty desk, the smirk. You didn't. Hi. She started swearing again in her head, more intentionally this time. She's been given the permanent position. We'll be happy to renew your internship again so you can be in consideration for the next round of hiring. Another year? But you said it. You've got potential, Maria. If you can just learn to rein yourself in a little, maybe it'll go better for you next time. But I've been here for more than 2 years already. You can't... I'm sorry, Maria. Just stay at it. We're not firing you. He changed tone now that that was settled. I'll have Rose send you the next round of mock-ups once she's talked it through with the client. No. Is this your cue to exit? Okay, say bye, everybody. Bye, everybody. Let's see. No. What? I quit. She started gearing up for a rant, then shrugged. They could figure out why. They'd have time to regret it when they figured out how much of the real work Rose did. Good luck with Rose. I'm sure you'll all be watching her career with great interest. Lots of assets there. Hope she learns some design skills on the way. Maria. She glanced back, following the boss's warning gaze. Rose was standing behind her, turning pink. Sushi let a sarcastic smile spread across her face as she looked Rose's perfect body up and down with a long, luxuriant gaze. Looks like you've got everything it takes to get ahead in the business world, babe. Rose's eyes hardened. Wow, talent and people skills, she retorted. No wonder you've gotten where you are so quickly. Rose smiled, not sweetly. It's okay. Maybe I'll give you a call if I find a project you can't screw up too badly. Some of us need all the help we can get. Yet, sadly, replied Sushi evenly, some of us don't get all the help we need. Professionally, if you know what I mean. Okay, ladies, broke in the boss. Maria, maybe if you just... She cut him off with a fierce gesture. Not interested. Sushi whirled toward the door. And my name is Sushi, she snapped as she walked out. Zen was on the roof, deep in his colorful hammock with a travel mug of limeade and a hanging drink holder he'd rigged up, writing on a lap desk under a dramatic, cloudy sky. He'd already done some serious writing that morning, an article interpreting the latest fad vampire novels as a sort of capitalist manifesto, a book review of a recent literary novel, The Pendulum's Dilemma, a third revision of his short story about a man who forgets how to read, and a few recipes for a cookbook he was starting to assemble. His three query letters for the day sat on the rooftop under a brick, ready to be mailed. Now he climbed out, ruffled his pale blonde hair in an absent-minded way, and started pacing the roof, mumbling to himself, trying to figure out a concept that had been yanking at his innards for weeks now. He clattered down the fire escape and wandered out to go see Summer and Sushi. A few burly guys in black t-shirts were moving books and boxes and cushions out of the building, leaving them in a big pile on the sidewalk. Zen waved vaguely as he drifted by. What's going on? Guys in 3A got evicted. Oh, interesting, interesting. Say hi to him for me. 3 blocks down the street, he rang the doorbell for Sushi in Summer's apartment. Sushi slammed the door open. What? Hey, you have any of that good pondering tea left? Put some on, there's ponderings afoot. Not now, Zen. She was already back at her easel, painting furiously. Cool, cool. He trundled into the kitchen, preoccupied with his thinking, and started making the tea. From the next room, Sushi yelled at him. Go home! Sure, here's the thing. Why do we have jobs? Anyone, I mean, why we complain about them so much? What do they even do? Damned if I know, I just say just torch the place and go home. You ask anyone why they work if they hate their job so much, and they'll just say they need the money, right? Sushi kept painting like she was hoping Zen would disappear if she ignored him. Zen continued. But all you get for money is stuff. What if you just get the stuff without the money? That's burglary. Hard jail time. Now, if you just had fun making whatever you like making and you traded it with people who wanted it. That's a medieval peasant system of barter, plague, and overlords. What about living together with other people and working together to make the stuff? Everybody does the part they want. Hippie commune, funny-smelling deadbeats, and possibly plague again. Ooh, and sitars. I love sitars. Zen strummed a huge air sitar. He flopped onto the ground, cross-legged, and took a thoughtful sip of his tea. What if we made it deadbeat-free? With hippies? Good luck. Not with hippies, with us. We figure out crazy, brilliant ways to have fun and make stuff we need or money or whatever. We can pull it off. Look, what are we all busting our butts for? Retirement? Why not just have the fun now? Humph. Zen could tell Sushi was growing interested despite herself. What kind of fun? All this stuff nobody does because they have to be back at work by Monday, or they're too tired from all the meetings and paperwork, or nervous because they'd get fired. Or because their unprintable bosses are soul-sucking bastards who can't recognize real talent with 2 hands and a flashlight, especially when those hands are busily ogling. She whacked paint at the canvas. Blonde, whack, wench, whack, interns. Zen was slightly taken aback. Yeah, or that. Okay. Sushi stepped back, suddenly calmer. Let's do it. What? Do it. Make a commune. That's the thing, right? Everybody's always talking about how awesome it would be to do something awesome. Do it. I'm in. Let's go. Huh. Sen took a long sip of tea, pondering this. We'd have to get the others in on it. Summer's in. She's always trying to do this kind of thing. Dude, we should get Otto. He could be our official techno mage. What about Alex? Asked Sushi. Harder. He's all responsible. We'd have to find something that would really shake up. Wait a minute. What? Zen grinned and finished his tea in a great gulp. 3A is us! Brilliant! He turned to Sushi. By the way, would you mind helping me move some things? I think it's starting to rain. That's all for today. Thank you guys for joining me. Look forward to tomorrow. Remember, follow, or yeah, if you could share the link so other people can get in on it on the front end so there's not too much catching up. Remember to like ClickWorks Express if you want a reminder when this is happening, and have a great day. Bye, guys.